In this video you will see Java data types. There are two types of data types in Java. First is primitive data types and second is non-primitive data types. Primitive data type defines a type of data in a Java. First is byte, second is short, and third is int, double, boolean, character, float. These are the 8 data types in primitive data types in a Java, and these are the simple data types of primitive. And primitive data types are grouped in 4 groups. That groups are primitive data types, primitive data types are grouped that is 1 integer, second floating point number, floating point numbers, and third is characters, and fourth is boolean, fifth, and these are the 4 groups of primitive data types. Integer defines integers defines byte, short, int, and long. These are the integer data types. The same way, floating points and number and characters all are defined. So let's see the floating point numbers. Floating point numbers double and float. Booleans declared like booleans b, and booleans are used for logical values like true and false. It is used for true and false values, and you will see the implementation of all these data types in the programs. Start in the beginning. I will take a byte. Byte is responsible for printing the number -127 to plus 127 numbers. It will store from this range to this range, this range to this range. If you are providing it to the -27 or plus 127 greater than number, then it will fetch the error. Before looking that, we will print the first what is it is printing the C values. Then I will provide it to greater than values 127 and minus 127. Then you can understand it very well. Let's print it. As you can see, it is printing 83. Now let's provide it to greater than 83. Then what 127, then what it is printing 120, 130. I'm providing here, and at the initial point you can here see the red lines under the 130 is showing the error. If I print it, then it will also fetch the error of range numbers error. Here, resolve the compilation problem. Type mismatch means we cannot store the type mismatch means 130 cannot store these types of data, means byte C cannot store the 130. So in the byte store the in the ranges between -127 to +127. The same way the sort is stored in ranges 32,768 in minus and in plus the values. Let's print these values and see the yes stores now. The yes store now 32,767, and it will print the output of it. As you can see the 13, under the 13 you can see the 32,716 is printing, means this range is accepting the values sort. If I provide it more than 60 67 60 67 to more than values, then it will not accept. Why? Because of range of storage pattern will get error. So let's provide it 9. As you can see under the numbers fetching the error. Resolve the compilation problem. Type mismatch means the sort yes cannot store this range number, means it is over number of storing that's the reason it's fetching the error. So we can store this from this range to this range to this range values. This range to this range number can store in the single variables. As you ever seen the all the integer data type store the ranges from the some numbers to somewhere else. These numbers are measured in bits and bytes, or another data types I have provided here that are byte, short, int, long, float, double, and character and boolean. These are the measured in bits and bytes. So byte is to 8 bytes, and short 16 bit, and int 32 bits, long 60 bits, and float 32 bits, and double 64 bits, and character 16 bits, and boolean 32 bits. So these are the data types of Java. I hope it will be helpful to understand the data types in Java.